Jenny and Julie Albers are all grown up. They got married and raised kids, none of whom are twins. But Jenny and Julie are. They're identical twins, who as kids were part of the famous Louisville Twins Study at the University of Louisville.
I remember it being very fun. Like, they would weigh you and measure you and all of that.
Yeah.
That
wasn't the fun part.
But then, like, they were just all really nice and had fun with you. And then we would do the testing, the blocks. We would play with the blocks and do the shapes. And they would do memory. I think it was, IQ kind of stuff.
Now, as an adult, I realize it was an IQ. It was probably an IQ test. But we thought it was play.
Jenny and Julie were just two of 1,100 twins studied at U of L from 1957 to 2000, producing hundreds of research findings.
The Louisville Twins Study was a longitudinal, so over time, very in-depth study of twins, particularly looking at mental development, cognitive intelligence development, and behavior. They share the same environment, so you can look at all kinds of outcomes over time and see how much of that was influenced by their biological makeup and how much of it was from their environment.
Debbie Winders Davis says her predecessors on the Louisville Twin Study saved everything.
The IQ test kit.
2 file cabinets full of data that Davis has copied to digital form, giving her and a colleague at the University of Southern California the base to resuscitate the twin study. They've received a 5-year, $5.5 million grant from the National Institutes for Health to do a study with the same twins who are now in their 40s, 50s, and 60s.
The new study is looking at factors that are associated with Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia, and then also looking at factors that might be associated from your childhood data, what might be predictors of cognitive functioning in midlife.
That's right. The twins from all over the country who were studied up until age 21 will now be recruited to come back for research on Alzheimer's. So the Albers girls, by the way, Jenny is 3 minutes older and more outgoing, Julie is taller, will be asked to return to the study and the place for which they have fond memories.
I just think that's one of the only ways to study that, because our genes are all so different. When you have two people that have the same genes, and you really can extract what caused something.
Yeah, because you have a control. If it could help in any tiny way with Alzheimer's research, why not? Why not do it?